What is going on, IK fam? BN, I'm back again today with another awesome video. We're going to be talking about how to be efficient with your AP and your SP, respectively your action points and your stamina points. And I want to talk about a few areas first. So let's start with areas of the game that can increase both of these for you. And the main one here is really going to be your VIP. So let's just start back at, where are we at? 0? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and take a look now, and you'll see that the first upper limit increase comes at VIP 2 for plus 20, right? And this is for your SP or stamina points. Then you're going to have another upper limit that increases at 5, and this is going to be for SP plus 40. Right, now again, this is the new maximum. It's not 20 plus 40 to get 60, it is 40, right? That's your new maximum is how that works. And then when we end up getting to, I think it's 8 is going to be the next one here? Yes. Now we get to AP plus 200, SP plus 60, right? So this is great for what you get now, right? Now you're respectively at, I think, 1200, and then, oh god, I want to say it's 220. Let me double check here. 210. Okay, I was off by 10. And then, right, we're at 9, which is where I'm at right now. So close to 10, you can see I only have less than 1,000 points left, right? I'll probably have that by tomorrow, which is awesome because we'll be getting that extra Philosopher's Stone a day that we always talk about for good value. And now we get to 10, and then 11 we'll see the next increase, right? Plus 400, plus 80. And then the next one we're going to see at, what is it, 14 or 15? So 14 then is 600 and 100, right? And then at 15, I think that's it. I don't think there's actually any additional. Yeah, it's not. So 14 is the last AP and the SP limit, right? So you can get your AP up to 1600 total, right? And then you have the upper limit of SP, which is at 100. Right, and we're at what, 210 right now, so that's 40 more. That means we can get SP to 250, right? So 250 and 1600 are the max that you can get. This is extremely big, and especially if you can even just push for VIP 9 again, which is great, right, to do, because this is going to allow for you to be more efficient overall when it comes to doing things like just having more AP to use for city sieges, for doing gnomes, for doing bosses, and then more SP for more raids that you can do in Well of Time, right, which is just going to keep getting you those great rewards, right, which again is going to be, and I'll just show you guys an example. Let me just do one of these, right? So I raid, right, you're going to get equipment, and you get all these XP scrolls, right? Really, this is probably one of the most important things is the experience tomes that you get, or scrolls from raids, because it just all reinvests right back into your immortals to help level them more efficiently. So now let's talk about Lord Talents, right? This is going to be the second big thing that you can get from. Now, Lord Talents, there's really 4 Lord Talents that we're mostly going to be focusing on the development tree, right? So one is going to be Experience, which you get immortals gain 100% bonus XP when fighting. Divine Walker increases march speed by 50%, and then it costs 0 as well. And then Safe and Sound, troops cannot die when fighting gnomes. That's extremely huge because it just saves you on healing and everything else. And then the last one that I'll have here in the next 6 talent levels, so it's going to be a minute, but it's going to be Glorious Return, right? Double rewards obtained from defeating gnome units, right? Extremely big as well. And the important part here is that when you're using AP, you want to efficiently use your skills first before you then start before you use the remainder of your AP. And that's mainly because, one, you want to make sure that you are taking advantage of Safe and Sound, right? So that way you can do up to 6 hits with your AP compared to not using any skills with your AP, right? You want to use as many skills as you can with AP still available before you run out, right? So you can maximize on getting the most value out of your AP. And then from there, you, as we said, right, you want to use your talents immediately, and then you also want to do it in order of gnome bosses and then gnomes. And that's because you always want to try and have 3 gnome bosses, or I should say 3 dragon chests that you win from defeating the bosses after your march returns to your city. You want to always have 3 chests going at the same time, right? And we can show you an example of that. And then after you have 3 chests going, then you can go and do the gnomes, right? So having just more AP to work with ensures that you're able to utilize all of your skills at that time. Then let's go ahead and get into SP, right? So SP is one of the things, and then we'll talk about one other thing at the end. But SP, right, for your stamina points and will of time. Typically what I'll do, right, and you can kind of see I'm right here at 8.4, right, 8.6 is my next one, right, I'm at 42,330, so I'm pretty close. I probably just need to wait a little bit longer. I've already done a couple trials at like 41.5, and I got really close, but just wasn't quite there yet. So as this resets for you daily, and you can see I'm at 200, right, this is my routine. I'll do 8, I'll just kind of go highest to lowest, and then I'll just rate everything, right? So I'll just do 5s, right? And that's mainly just so I'm getting the most, and I'll come over here to the 7.6, I'll do the same thing. We'll rate that, we'll do a double rate on that, then I'll come over here to 7.4, we'll do a 5 here, I'll wait for it to hit 5, then we'll do the last one, I'll burn it out, right? And then I'll just wait and go to the next. Now, again, it's always good to keep trying, as we've talked about before. Keep trying for higher levels and well of time. Anytime you increase your true power maybe by 1,000, right, especially if you think you're getting close after already testing it, right, then keep trying it, just using it once a day to see if you're able to then defeat the next higher stage in well of time. Because it is good to try that again, especially if you know you might be getting close to winning. And then the last thing that I think saving AP does, and this is probably one of the pro tips I'll give you guys right now at the end of the video, is you want to make sure that you are saving AP, and you're more importantly full AP, before you siege a city. This is by far one of the most important things to do, because it ensures that the amount of players that you have show up for your city siege already have max AP, right? You don't want people showing up, so to speak, or ready to fight with 200 AP out of 1,000, right? Or even in my situation, right, 439 out of 120, or out of 1,200, right? You want to have max AP, so that way every player that is showing up to that siege, right, can use that free AP that's accumulated towards the wall, right? And then arguably maybe even towards some garrisons before you have to start dipping into your AP pots or items. Right, so an extremely big tip, and I think a big benefit that a lot of alliances should hopefully be taking advantage of if you are not already, just so I can say that correctly. Outside of that, guys, that kind of covers our AP and SP video on just how to be efficient when you are using those two things. I, as always, hope you enjoyed. For any additional information on IK, or even for us, if you want to check out our server, you guys can find all of that information down below in the video description. There's resources down there if you guys want to come and check out our SH server where we post content, right? We have weekday meetings as far as voice calls during the week, in addition to our Tuesday server town halls. As I mentioned before, we're probably going to start trying to do some variation of town halls that is in the official IK Discord. This is something that I'm working on right now as kind of just like a new player experience, kind of like a Q&A town hall for people just to try and learn the game a little bit more, right? We can kind of do more community growth movements, kind of grassroots, if you will, from players from other servers, and we'll see how it goes. I do like the idea, and I'll probably touch on that in a later video. But until then, guys, that is it for me. Make sure you sub to the channel if you guys want to check out more content on Infinity Kingdom, and don't forget to hit that bell so you can turn your notifications on. Until next time, peace.